Picture Bandung, a city in Indonesia. Nestled in the highlands, it's known for its cool climate and beautiful landscapes. Usually, when you look up, you see a beautiful night sky full of stars. The serene night sky is a sight to behold, a canvas of twinkling lights. But not on this night. The stars were hidden, and the sky was ominously dark. On March 24, 1946, the sky was filled with giant flames. The horizon was ablaze, casting an eerie glow over the city. The air was thick with smoke and smelled like explosions. It was a night of chaos and destruction. This wasn't a celebration, though. It was a night of sorrow and struggle. It was a fight for freedom. Indonesian fighters were ready to sacrifice everything. All over the city, buildings were on fire. Flames consumed homes, shops, and landmarks. Indonesian freedom fighters were working quickly and carefully, determined to be free from their colonial rulers. They moved with purpose and resolve. They were so brave that it was like they were willing to destroy anything to be free. Their courage was unmatched. This event, called the Bandung Sea of Fire, is a really important part of Indonesia's history. It marked a turning point in the struggle for independence. It shows how much people were willing to fight for their freedom. Their determination and spirit were unbreakable. The Dutch, who used to rule Indonesia, came back and wanted to control Bandung. They sought to reassert their dominance. They wanted everyone out of the city. The evacuation was swift and chaotic, but the Indonesian people had experienced freedom, and they weren't going to give it up easily. They stood their ground, refusing to be subdued. This is the story of that night, the night Bandung burned, and the incredible bravery of the people. Their legacy lives on, a testament to their fight for independence. On August 17, 1945, Indonesia finally declared its independence, a momentous occasion that marked the end of centuries of colonial rule. After being ruled by the Dutch for a very long time, the Indonesian people were eager to start a new chapter in their history. A leader named Sukarno, who had long envisioned a free Indonesia, declared that this was a new beginning for their country. His words ignited hope and determination among the people. But it wasn't that easy. The path to true independence was fraught with challenges and obstacles. The Dutch didn't want to give up control of Indonesia because it had many valuable resources, including spices, oil, and rubber, which were crucial to their economy. They came back, pretending to help Indonesia become independent, but they really wanted to rule again. Their return was met with suspicion and resistance. The Indonesian people, especially the young people who had experienced a little bit of freedom, were not going to be ruled by the Dutch again. They were determined to fight for their newfound independence. All over the country, people started to resist. From the cities to the rural areas, the spirit of resistance spread like wildfire. It became a difficult and dangerous fight. The Indonesian fighters faced numerous challenges, including limited resources and harsh conditions. Even though the Indonesians didn't have as many weapons, they fought hard because they had so much to lose. Their determination and resilience became their greatest weapons. Every part of their country became a battleground. From Sumatra to Java, the struggle for independence was intense and widespread. And in West Java, the city of Bandung was about to become the center of this fight. The Battle of Bandung would soon become a symbol of Indonesia's relentless pursuit of freedom. Bandung, a city in the mountains of West Java, was a beautiful and peaceful place. People loved its cool air, tea plantations, and pretty buildings. But by late 1945, Bandung was divided. Indonesian forces controlled one part, while British and Indian troops, who were supposed to be helping Indonesia, controlled the other. Barbed wire and barricades filled the streets. Then, a British leader named Hugh Stockwell made a demand. Indonesian forces had to leave Bandung, and the Allies would take control. They had until November 29, 1945. The Indonesians refused. Bandung was more than just a city to them. It represented their hard-fought independence. To give it up would be like giving up everything they had fought for. This set the stage for a big conflict that would change Bandung forever and shape Indonesia's fight for freedom. An Indonesian major named Rukana, known for his clever thinking and dedication to his country, knew the British were trying to take control again. He refused to give up Bandung without a fight. He came up with a daring plan. If they couldn't keep the city, they would burn it down. This would prevent the Allies from having a base there and show the world how determined they were. It was a risky plan, but they were desperate. Rukana's plan, as extreme as it was was supported by another important leader, Colonel Abdul Haris Nasution. Nasution knew they couldn't let the Allies control Bandung. The order was given secretly. They would burn everything. Bandung would become a sea of fire. On March 24, 1946, as the sun was setting, Indonesian forces got ready to carry out Rukana's plan. They were both scared and determined. They were about to burn down their own city, a city they loved, but a city they were fighting to free. The first explosion boomed through the night. It was a warehouse used by the Allies, now engulfed in flames. This explosion was a sign of their resistance. After that, the city became a flurry of action. Fires, started by dynamite and gasoline, began to burn down buildings. Smoke and ash filled the night sky. The air smelled like burning wood and chemicals. As the fires burned, thousands of people fled their homes, carrying their belongings. They walked through the night, their faces lit by the flames, their hearts heavy with sadness and uncertainty. The decision to burn Bandung was a difficult one. They knew they were giving up a lot, but they believed it was necessary for their future. By leaving their homes and everything they owned, the people of Bandung showed incredible courage and hope for a better future, even as their city burned. The Bandung Sea of Fire burned for days, leaving the city in ruins. The flames consumed homes, businesses, and landmarks, turning them into ashes and rubble. It was a reminder of the terrible cost of war and the strength of the Indonesian people. Despite the devastation, their spirit remained unbroken, a testament to their resilience. But from the ashes of their city rose a powerful symbol of their refusal to give up, a symbol of their determination to be free. The rebuilding efforts showcased their unwavering hope and unity. The event became famous around the world. International media covered the story extensively, bringing global attention to Bandung's plight and the Indonesian struggle for independence. The Bandung Sea of Fire gave hope to other countries fighting for their freedom. It inspired numerous freedom movements, showing that the quest for independence was a shared human endeavor. It showed that even against powerful armies, the will of the people could not be broken. The unity and courage displayed by the citizens became a beacon of hope for oppressed nations. Today, the Bandung Sea of Fire reminds us of the sacrifices made for Indonesia's independence. Memorials and commemorative events keep the memory alive, honoring those who fought and suffered. It's a story that is passed down through generations, a story of courage, resilience, and the fight for freedom. Families share these tales, ensuring that the legacy of Bandung's spirit endures. The flames may be gone, but the spirit of Bandung, the spirit of resistance, still burns bright. The city stands as a living testament to the enduring power of human determination and hope.